String here on, well, for another week-long update. Didn't intend to do another one of these, but it works. So this covers day 89 through 94, getting near the end here, and pretty much to sum up the entire week's worth of effort is just inking in my own way. Just finished the inking on page 2, and I'm nearly done with page 3. I just have, I think, one more panel, maybe one and a bit left to go. So yeah, it didn't feel like a lot of progress, but looking back through the videos over, 6 days worth, I'd say that's pretty good. A page worth of inking done, which for me is really slow because I'm picky. I'm definitely trying to focus more on the more fun, less thinking side of things, which I'm trying to do that with more aspects of my life, to be honest. Just try and not stress over things so much. Easier said than done, yes, but at least as far as the drawing is concerned, it's getting better. I still haven't had time to just kind of draw any freehand, just random stuff or ideas, but I have at least been getting better about doing these updates. To be fair, there have been times where a day or two through this week where I didn't do it on that day, I did it the next day. So it's not exactly following the letter of like every single day, but I'm still forcing myself to do at least 30 minutes for each day. So yeah, it's a little weird. It'll get a little easier when I figure out what I'm doing with the weekly videos after all of this, because I think I'm just going to let myself kind of ramble on with drawing whatever I want. In the meantime, I'm still working on Outer Demons. It's actually getting smoother, the whole inking process, because I'm not stressing over it so much. You'll still see as I'm drawing through, like tons of times where I'll like redraw the line a few times, or like erase and try and undo and fix it and all that sort of stuff. I'm still gonna do that. That's just kind of how I draw. But it definitely beats kind of earlier on, not necessarily with this project, but kind of earlier on in my digital kind of drawing, I would use undo for everything. I would draw a line, undo, draw a line, undo, and I tried, especially for like trying to get curves right, I would draw it like dozens of times, like 30, 40 times, just doing this one line over and over again and undoing, and that's way too picky. Thankfully, I've kind of gotten out of that. I'll still do that from time to time just for like a few attempts, then eventually I'll just kind of erase and figure it out and rebuild it. Because having those like perfect swoops didn't really help. And putting in like several minutes worth of effort into a line, just a waste of time. So yeah, thankfully I stopped doing that and my art has sped up. Still slow as heck, it feels like, but this is actually pretty good for me. These pages, or at least these panels, have kind of flown by compared to how I normally draw. And that is pretty dang cool, and it's a good sign if I keep up this sort of mentality with it. It should really help me kind of finish thinking. Then I go back into the color dilemma, which I still haven't figured out. I'm just ignoring for now. But I'll deal with that when I get to it. It'll be, at this rate, I do about a page a week, a little more, so it's gonna be several weeks, months, really, before I get to that. That is, if I don't manage to find time to like spend a whole day drawing. I still haven't really gotten to do that. I still want to, but just life and all the intricacies therein is kind of hard to work around sometimes. Is how it is. At least as of today, just today, I'm getting better in a routine, and I'm going to try and make it get a little better and a little better going forward. And so I can keep this routine. It means I can get up, have tons of time to work, kind of take things a little slower and don't feel as rushed or stressed as I have been. Because really, the main factor in all my, inability to like, my struggles with time management, better way to put it. The main struggle is just because of my sleep schedule, really. Because after work, I don't really have the mind to be productive. I don't draw, I just kind of zone out and, like, play games or whatever. And it's just because it's late and I'm not all there, you know? And I've been staying up to like 3 or 4 in the morning, playing games mindlessly because I'm like, it's whatever, it's relaxing. Then I sleep in till like noon or 1 right before I have to go to work, and you see the problem here with my sort of idea of like after work time is, no production there. That's a problem. So that's kind of what I'm trying to fix right now. It's still, not perfect. I still like wasted an hour and a half this morning doing nothing before I even like started drawing or doing any video stuff, but that still, it's getting better. And that's pretty much, what I'm trying to focus on right now is just getting better. Getting better with the drawing, getting better with my own productivity, getting better, in life, just in general. It's a good thing to focus on, even with little steps. Because if you focus on the big steps, it's harder. Because you have this giant goal, and, like, if I focused on the end of the comic, I would not make any progress, because I'm like, I'm nowhere near the end. But I am really close to finishing page 3 of inking. And that's a nice little small goal, so focus on small steps, really. And that's what I'm trying to do. And also try not to run over my own words. That one's not going to change ever. So, again, this is kind of going to be, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to ramble the whole time for this video, because I don't really have much more to say. I'm making progress, things are going decently well, they're getting better, which is the important part, and every day I'm making a little more progress on this thing. It's going to take a long time, but hopefully soon with the kind of more focus on a better schedule, I'll be able to have time to kind of do my own stuff. And I know that sounds weird, because this comic is my own stuff, but this comic feels more like the work side of art. And I have just random things I just want to sketch and doodle, and I just haven't. Not necessarily that I haven't had the time, because I have, in a way, but I just don't get in the right mindset for it. It's all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so, making progress, doing good, things are getting better, nearly done with the hundreds, about 6 days left to go. I'm hoping to do smaller videos in between now and then. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the 100th, probably nothing major, but we'll see. So yeah, just plugging along. I still, unfortunately, haven't been able to catch up on all the other The Hundreds artists. I'm part of the Facebook group, and I'll see posts every now and then, I'll look into it, but I just haven't had time to like sit down and catch up, because I am way behind in everyone's work. And it's unfortunate, because it's really cool to see all this stuff everyone's doing. And there are, like, hangouts and kind of video podcast sort of things that people are doing, and that's really cool, too. I want to be a part of that, but it's just time right now. So we'll see. Trying to move forward and do more community stuff as well, as I guess what I'm getting at there. So, participating more, watching more, just being a bigger part. Because it seems like the major part of this is the community. It's not just doing the videos and putting yourself out there, it's actually interacting with everyone else. Because I can put my videos out and no one will see them, that doesn't matter. It's the interaction. All the people that are like, hey, that's cool, or hey, this might help, or this is good advice, or whatever. That's the important part. The second most important part under, actually doing the work. So yeah, I will probably end off rambling here and just let the rest of the video play with the time-lapse stuff. So I want to thank you all for spending your time watching me ramble and draw and all this sort of stuff. It's a fantastic experience. I love this whole thing. I know it's been rocky for me, it's been rough, but I'm glad I did this, and I'm glad I'm still doing it. And the hundreds may be over soon for me, but I'm not gonna be done with this. I want to do something. So, we'll keep moving forward. So have a good day, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on day 95.